I'll tell you what, right now for the Eagles, it's like a giant smorgasbord, whatever the hell it is. A lot of players could potentially be on their way to Philly.
You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? We had enough time for one more play.
We had an opportunity to win that game again.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. Yeah, we had that opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. You know, this is what I love about the Philadelphia Eagles. This is what I love about the Eagles. This is what I love about Howie Roseman. It's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. The potential of players that could possibly be coming to this team at all times is just ever rotating. And the funny thing is if you listen to the experts, you listen to the media, everybody is expecting the Eagles to make another move. We all feel it. We all know it's coming. And they keep talking about it. You don't hear this from Dallas. You don't hear this from the Giants. You don't hear this from Washington that can't even get a team. But we're going to talk about that and all of this in a second. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, to the most throttled, pause, Eagles content creator in all of the internet. And if you've been subscribed for a while, thank you so much for all the support. If you've been a troll, thank you so much for trolling me. I truly appreciate it. Now, you're saying, all right, 500. What crazy rant, what crazy hype train are you on today? How much coke were you sniffing before you start filming this video? None. None. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Every day is a new day for the Philadelphia Eagles. Every day is a day in which you gotta feel like anything can happen. And it's just funny because as June 1st is coming, all I see, all I hear is the potential Eagles' next move. The Eagles' next move. Everybody's anticipating something. And I think for good reason. This is where Howie Roseman likes to strike. He likes to strike, around this time. So you never know. But, before I get too much into the Eagles, I got to show you this. I got to show you this. Wait. We're going to salute to this. Pinky up. Pinky up when you drink. Show you has class. All right. What a losing organization they have in Washington. Right? You take 95. You go south. You eventually get to Washington. They stink. They can't even get their name right. They literally may have to be changing their name again. I think they should just go back to the Washington no-names. I think that's the best name that they could possibly have. Because that's what they really are. But get this. Get this. This is hilarious. All right. The Pound Commanders, dumb name, dumb, had their trademark application denied due to another person already having pending application for the name, a current one already existing. Therefore, they might have to change their team name again if they cannot work out a deal. Per Pro Football Talk. That's absolutely hysterical to me, okay? That's absolutely hysterical. This team can't even get their name right. They can't even get their name right. That new owner, what a disaster. They're going to stink forever. And you know what? I guess if there's one thing Dallas fans and Eagles fans can come together, we can all enjoy the stupidity and the horrible team that is out of Washington. They're pathetic. They're pathetic. It's just, look, I'm saying, it's just the truth. It's absolutely the truth, right? Thank God we don't have to deal with that. We've got a team, man. We got a team. We got a GM who don't put up with nothing. Our GM don't put up with no crap. All right, get this. You guys saw this probably already. But Howie was on Pro Football Talk, and he was trying, Mike Florio was trying to bait him to give him an answer about the tampering thing. And he didn't like what Howie Roseman said, so he went at him again. And Howie Roseman, he double moonwalked his ass, and he flipped it all around. And I thought it was just another genius move by our GM. So this is what happened. Eagles Nation put this. Howie Roseman deflects and claps back at Mike Florio when being pressed about the Gannon Cardinals tampering situation. He said, "Didn't I answer you twice?" Which he did. He answered him like two times. The same answer. Mike Florio didn't like it. He goes, "If I was making a list of top 5 conspiracy theorists around the NFL, you'd definitely be top 5, is what Howie Roseman said. Now, I have to say, Mike Florio ain't no conspiracy theorist. He ain't no conspiracy theorist. He don't want to go there. He don't go to my levels. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Me. I go deep down the rabbit hole. Pause. All right? He doesn't. He's a mainstream, repeat the line type guy. But he was trying to press Howie, and I just loved how Howie Roseman handled it. I had to say something about it, all right? Now, as I was saying in the intro of this video, there's, like just reading just different Eagles news stuff today, all I hear about is basically who do they think the Eagles are going to go out and bring in now. Remember, we have 4 roster spots open, right? They did bring in DJ Fluker for a workout. They didn't sign him, but they brought him for a workout, and we'll see what that leads to. But, I mean, I think everybody expects them to do something. There's some potential moves on the horizon, right? I want to share a couple of the things that were talked about, online and in the news today, right? Some of it is just, a lot of it is just speculation and people's ideas, and some of it is good, some of it is bad, but I like to talk to you guys about what you might think. First thing we need to talk about, and this is something I want to keep an eye on, right? Dav put this. Update. Pound Titan safety Kevin Byard is skipping OTAs after being told to take a pay cut. So, we still have a situation with him, whether or not he is going to be back in Tennessee. I don't even know what they're going to do with Derrick Henry. There are still rumors that they may still shop him. But Kevin Byard would be a great addition for the Eagles. I do think that the Eagles could use another safety. We have talked about that before. I think that would be a good move to get. And listen, Howie pulled it off in training camp with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So why couldn't he do it now? That's all I'm saying. Why couldn't he do it now? He could certainly get it done, okay? So, Kevin Byard, somebody we definitely have to watch. Now, on Bleacher Report, they had what was called shocking trade ideas the Eagles should pursue before 2023. And they gave a list of 3 trade ideas the Philadelphia Eagles, should possibly do, right? I will say this, I don't think any of them are likely. Maybe the first one might be more likely than any, but we'll talk about it. So the first idea they had was to trade for Buda Baker. This, I think out of all the 3, second one we'll see, but this I do actually think could possibly happen. This is not off limits, especially after June 1st. The guy has asked and requested a trade. He is not happy there, and I think the Cardinals would serve him well by moving him. So that is something. Now, they didn't talk about what exactly to give up, but Buda Baker would be a great idea. The second idea they had was to trade Quez Watkins. I don't really like this idea. Not unless you're going to get another wide receiver. You would have to go out and get another wide receiver for that to happen. In my opinion, I think you're better off leaving Quez Watkins on this roster and going out and letting him compete and try to win that slot receiver position. I think you get more value out of keeping Quez Watkins than trading him. What do you think you're going to get in return? You're not getting a 4th round. I don't even think you're going to get, what, like a 2028 5th round pick maybe? I don't like it. I don't like it. And then the last one that they suggested was a trade for DeAndre Hopkins. Now, I think this has a lot to do with what happened over the last few days. I think this is the least likely, but, you know, I mean, none of us are going to mind if it happens, right? None of us are going to mind. Now, what was also interesting is NFL Analyst Network, they had a potential trade idea for the Eagles, a little scenario that was kind of interesting. It says, this Eagles-Texas trade lands intriguing pass rusher to Philly. I thought this trade was kind of interesting because this is something I could totally see the Eagles doing. I could totally see them doing this, okay? And that is trading for Houston Texans defensive end Jerry Hughes. Now, Jerry Hughes is 34 years old. There's no question about it. But he is coming off a 9-sack season, and when you think Robert Quinn trade deadline, I could totally see it being a possibility, okay? Now, this is what they said about this trade, right? They said, even at 34 years old, Hughes showed he's got plenty left in the tank. His 9 sacks led the Texans and were the most he had in a season since 2014 with the Buffalo Bills. I don't know if that really is a good thing. It was impressive as Houston lacked an established pass rusher opposite of him, so he could find it to be even easier getting after the quarterback in Philadelphia. What could a trade between the Eagles and Texans look like? A suggested trade would be Philadelphia sending a 2024 5th-round pick to Houston in exchange for Hughes. At the start of a lengthy rebuild, Houston would appreciate to add draft capital. Trading Hughes would also clear $5 million in cap space if done after June 1st. So this could be a possible June 1st scenario. I think that this is a very intriguing idea, actually, and I think it's something that the Eagles would consider. I don't think they would consider it before the season starts. I do think it's the kind of trade you make at the trade deadline, but it's another interesting person to bring up. What I'm seeing here, and the point of this video, is that everybody is expecting the Eagles to go out and do something. Nobody thinks Howie Roseman is done. And this is the difference between the Eagles and the rest of the league. Howie Roseman is not finished. We're all anticipating, I think a lot of us, we are anticipating more moves. We are anticipating Howie to do something. And you see, from wide receivers to defensive ends, it's all over the spectrum of where the Eagles could possibly go. And a lot of it is going to be depth. If you want players that could come in and possibly start, I think you look at a position like safety. That would be something. If you're talking about depth and just have an unrelenting defensive end or unrelenting pass rush, you go defensive end. But there's a lot of ways the Eagles could go. Howie Roseman is going to do something, and everybody is anticipating it, and they're all putting out there the ideas that they have for it. My idea, it's simple. Sign Yannick Ngakoue. He's a free agent. Bring him in. Let's get him to be part of this team before the season starts. I think that would be a great move. And then, if we're going to talk trade, I really like the Budda Baker idea. I do. I think another safety would go a long way. What do you think of all these ideas? And do you think, yes, the Eagles are not done yet? Because I'm telling you, I don't think they are. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, dingbat, not dingbat. And remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. Mark is having a very bad day, very bad week. He said, Philly 500, what are you doing, man? Why are you always messing with me? You're pissing me off. I'm trying to work and build a house or whatever he's doing. Now you got PFF saying that Dak Prescott isn't as good as Kirk Cousins. The L's keep coming for Dallas. And I told Mark, hey, yo, Mark, I'm coming for your meats. Denzel Washington out.